Do you feel stuck in an endless loop of self-doubt? Get ready to unlock 8 powerful mindset shifts that will elevate you into your most confident self. Step 0. Here's the thing, guys. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's like a muscle you build and strengthen every day. Negative thoughts like, I can't, I shouldn't, or I don't deserve to are completely irrelevant. What matters is this. Do you want what you want, and do you want to get what you want? It's time to own your story. Rewrite your narrative and get comfortable with the space you take up. Step 1. The truth is, most people don't give a second thought to our insecurities. Think about it. Do you honestly believe that someone out there is devoting as much time and energy dissecting your insecurities as you are? Spoiler alert, they're not. Seriously, when was the last time you found yourself fixating on someone else's flaws and imperfections? Chances are it's been a hot minute, or maybe never. Truth is, we're all wrapped up in our own lives, battling our own inner demons. So cut yourself some slack, my friend. The world's not scrutinizing your every move as much as you think. Step 2. You've got a big presentation coming up. Or maybe you're stepping into a social gathering where you're the newbie. Cue the butterflies in your stomach, right? But here's the thing. When you've done your homework, when you've put in the effort to prepare, suddenly those butterflies start to feel more like a flock of confident eagles soaring in the sky. I remember attending a friend's retreat a while back. It was one of those really luxurious ones, and it was my very first time attending one of those. Saying I was feeling like a fish out of water would be an understatement. But here's what changed the game. When I forced myself to go the next time around, I was armed with a better understanding of what to expect and of my own needs. I walked in with confidence. It wasn't about being in the perfect scenario. It was about knowing that I'd left no stone unturned in my preparation. You see, reaching this point requires confronting our fears head-on and willingly placing ourselves in discomfort. It's those who dare to navigate a spectrum of uneasy emotions that ultimately break through to the other side, embracing the rewards awaiting them. Step 3. Okay, now I know this might ruffle some feathers, but here's a reality check. If there's something about ourselves or our circumstances that's making us feel insecure, and it's within our power to change it, then sitting back in a victim mindset is simply not an option. It's our responsibility, our duty to ourselves, to take action and make the necessary changes. Life, yeah, it can be hard, so you can either stick with the hard of staying stuck, drowning in a sea of self-doubt and insecurity, or you can opt for the hard that involves rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. And you, my friend, deserve better than to be held back by your own doubts. Maybe you're insecure about your lack of direction in life. In that case, why not start by setting some goals, mapping out a plan for where you want to be, and taking small steps every day to get there? Or perhaps it's the way you dress, constantly feeling insecure about your fashion sense. Well, guess what? That's entirely within your control. Start small, research styles that resonate with you, experiment with different looks, and gradually build a wardrobe that reflects your unique vibe. In fact, give this video a watch to see if you might be making any of these common mistakes on your journey to self-improvement. Step 4. Here's a little secret, guys. The more you honor your commitments to yourself and achieve your daily goals and aspirations, the more confident you'll become. So use your mornings to set the tone for the entire day. Build a solid morning routine. Let it act as the launch pad for your goals and aspirations. However, a one-size-fits-all approach just won't cut it. Your morning routine needs to be tailored to your unique needs and aspirations. It starts with identifying what works best for you. Are you an early bird who thrives on a pre-dawn jog? Or do you prefer easing into the day with a leisurely breakfast and some light reading? Setting realistic goals and expectations is key. Sure, we'd all love to wake up at 4 a.m., meditate for a bit, hit the gym, and whip up a gourmet breakfast, all before the sun rises. But let's get real here. Life's not a Pinterest board, and each situation is different. So maybe it's as simple as starting your day with a few minutes of mindfulness, or knocking out one small task before the day kicks into high gear. Try out different things, set a routine for yourself, and seize the day. Step 5. I get it. It stings. Whether it's a rejection letter from your dream job or someone turning you down, it can feel like a punch straight to the gut. Rejection can chip away at your confidence, making you feel like you're not good enough. The truth, however, is that rejection and criticism are opportunities for growth and learning. Think of it as a crash course in resilience. It most definitely is not a reflection of your worth. It's just a bump in the road, a chance to recalibrate and come back even stronger. Instead of letting criticism knock you down, use it as rocket fuel to propel yourself forward. Take that feedback, dissect it, and figure out how you can use it to level up your game. It's not about being flawless. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of progress. And guys, rejection isn't always about not being good enough. Rejection is also about incompatibility. Getting rejected isn't a personal attack on you or the other person. Not everyone or everything works well together. And that's okay. This world is full of opportunities. So take each no as a sign to either level up or to look for people and places that are more compatible to you. Step 6. All right, folks, let's talk about one of my favorite topics, embracing authenticity. Yes, striving for self-improvement in areas that are within our control is crucial. But what about the stuff that is truly out of our control? Things like your past or your height. Life is full of things we can't control, and there might be things we don't like about ourselves for whatever reason. But these things make us who we are. And this is where owning up to and celebrating your authenticity comes in. Let me tell you, there's no one more charming than the guy who works hard to improve himself and still is unapologetically himself, embracing his flaws and owning up to who he is. The world would be a pretty dull place if we were all cut from the same cookie-cutter mold. Don't shrink yourself to fit someone else's idea of who you should be. Step 7. So we spoke about dealing with our insecurities and all the mindset shifts we have to make to be our most confident self. But where does insecurity and self-doubt even come from? Insecurities don't just magically appear out of thin air. They're rooted in something deeper, something that often goes unnoticed. Maybe it's past experiences, traumas, or societal pressures that have chipped away at our self-perception over time. I want to encourage you to take a moment to reflect. Yeah, it might be a bit uncomfortable, but trust me, it's worth it. Think back on those pivotal moments, those defining experiences that shape the way you see yourself. It's not about dwelling on the past. It's about gaining insight into the roots of your insecurities so you can begin the journey towards healing. Step 8. Okay. Since you've actually stuck around till this point, here's the plot twist. You see, feeling inferior or superior to others, it's all rooted in comparison, my friend. And let's be real here. That's a pretty arrogant way to go about gaining confidence. True confidence, it's not about measuring yourself against someone else's yardstick. It's about working towards creating the life you want and becoming the person you aspire to be. It's about celebrating yourself while also celebrating the unique journeys of those around you.